Hey yo, what are doing, Lil Tjay? Welcome back to another episode of Out of Bounds News. It's your boy, Lil Tjay Media, aka the self-proclaimed YouTube Rookie of the Year, aka your girl's favorite news channel. And you know we got an all-star starting lineup for today's story. So without hesitation, let's jump into it.
I'm already done here, have you thought back?
Alright, so first story I'm gonna cover the tragic death of PNB Rock. Rest in peace, bro. This dude was actually the first concert I went to. I'm not gonna lie. When I went to Willie P, he was my first concert I went to. He pulled up to my school my sophomore year, and I pulled up and I saw him. He was performing. He was getting lit. He was going crazy. But I'm gonna get past that. So essentially, PNB Rock was he was shot and killed in LA in an attempted robbery where him and his girlfriend, they were gonna get like food at Roscoe's, but his girlfriend had put their he had tagged like a location of where they were at, and ops came through. They saw him and they were just trying to take his jewelry. PNB didn't want to give it up, and then one thing led to another. Then 2 shots, 3 shots in, and then they tried to take him to ER, and then it was announced at 159 that PNB Rock had tragically passed away. And it's insane, man. Like, this is literally almost the same thing that happened with Pop Smoke, where his address got leaked, and then the ops came through, and then he got caught lacking. Like, it's just a tragedy to see this happen. Like, PNB Rock, even though, I'm not going to lie, he wasn't as lit as he was back in his prime, he still was, like, popping off. He was still, like, really good. He still had a bright future ahead of him. He just had to get it right back up, and it's just a tragedy to hear something like this happen in PNB Rock. So, rest in peace, bro, and every day we lit. Alright, so now that we can step away from some of the sad news, we're going to jump into some more rap news. We're going to talk about how Lil Durk, a.k.a. they be on my page like Sly for Vaughn. I know they trolling me, a.k.a. Pooh Shiesty. That's my dog, but Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. And his girlfriend, India, are calling it Splitsville. India put a post on her Twitter account saying that I'm a free agent. Chick thinks that she's LeBron in 2010 with her whole decision looking ass thing and everybody trying to sign her. That kind of makes me laugh. And then Durk kind of had a response on Instagram saying that cat emoji is mine, like still mine forever. So you can tell both of them are kind of they're clapping back, they're kind of responding to each other. And then India responded back to what Durk said with just a cap emoji, saying that's just a whole lot of cap. So that's kind of insane. That's kind of nuts. If you ask me on my thoughts about it, I mean, yeah, that's cool. Or not cool, but like, I mean, yeah. Durk and India, they're kind of calling it Splitsville. That kind of gives Durk more or less of a reason to get back in the booth and go crazy. Drop another fire album. Drop some heartbreak shit. Like, this really can give him the motivation to get right back in the booth and just keep it going, because I'm not saying he's doing bad, but what I am going to say is he has to drop some more music. He's got to get back in the booth, and he's got to get himself back out there. He's got to get himself back on the market. And maybe he could do some, I got to get me another thought, how to get me another Glock type beat. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on what happened with Lil Durk in India. Up next, we're going to talk about Yeat, a.k.a. Unlike Victor, a.k.a. I Count Money, a.k.a. Mr. Underground, who is no longer Mr. Underground. He dropped a new album last week called Life, and it's got some pretty good features on it. It's got some pretty good tracks on it, and it's doing pretty well. It has some good numbers on it so far, and it's accompanied by a Lyrical Lemonade video for one of the tracks on the album. So this is looking pretty good for Yeat. Yeat has had an insane year so far, with so many features with rappers such as Gunna and, like, bro, Young Thug. Like, it's just crazy how this man just blew the fuck up. Like, he just came up from out of the water and he just blew the hell up. And then he got the cosign from the Minions, and, like, bro, I'm telling you, that gave the movie the hype. It really hyped up the Minions, and it's like he really did a song for the Minions. How much they paid him $1 million? Like, bro, like, it really is crazy how he's getting all these cosigns and he's just beginning. He's only just starting up. And with this album doing well, oof, best believe the future for Yeat is just gonna keep on shining brighter and brighter, man. Y'all ain't ready for this. Alright, and last but not least, we're going to be talking about Lil Tjay. My man made the speedy recovery. He's looking back to normal, and he's coming back to a possible 50 Cent cosign? He posted this picture on Instagram the other day talking about many men, question mark? So, speculation slash the streets also slash NLHQ Studios is coming up with the assumption that there may be a Lil Tjay 50 Cent collab in the mix of a Many Men remix. Now, how would I feel about this if this actually comes into fruition? I personally think that this will actually be valid. Of course, any remix of a song, I'd say maybe 40% to 50% of the time is almost better than the actual original. So I would definitely be excited for it, and I'm pretty sure people would be excited to see Lil Tjay hopping on a track with 50 Cent or anyone following what went down a few months back. Like, this man has been like, and I mean, he still did produce some content. He still dropped some music, but at the same time, now that he's fully healthy, 100%, this would be the perfect thing to like get right back on track with a feature with 50 Cent, and then just jumping off of that and going crazier with like another project, another this, that, and the third. So this is something that if it actually does come into fruition, this is gonna be like insane, and I would love to see this happen, and I'm pretty sure the streets would love to see this too. Alright, and that'll be all for this week's episode of Out of Bounds News. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Always helps the channel out. NLH, never lose hope. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace.
My life is a movie, minus all the acting. You say that you do this, bitch, we know you capping. I be in the studio recording with a bad bitch, and I'm always ballin', I ain't talking about no practice. Pull up in a ghost, I might fuck around and crash it. Double G's all on my shirt, 2K for this fabric.